chocolate bars in the world, but they're not my favorite. So you may be wondering, why are you making a homemade version? Well, I think that Twix has so much potential. It's basically a millionaire shortbread, right? It has a buttery shortbread base, it has a gooey caramel filling, and it's wrapped in chocolate. It sounds amazing, but I just think Twix is missing something. So today, we're gonna fix that, and we're gonna make the most amazing, most delicious Twix ever, and it's gonna be really easy. So let's go. You're gonna start by making the shortbread base with just salted softened butter, salted for extra flavor, granulated white sugar, and plain all-purpose flour, and a touch of vanilla as well for extra flavor. Just dump these all into a large bowl and you're gonna mix them together. I like to use my hands to do this. It is a bit messy, but I just think it's easiest that way. And I don't own a pastry cutter. I call myself a baker, but I just find your hands easiest. Just remember to take off rings, etc. Otherwise they get caked in shortbread. You're just gonna mix these together until they're fully combined and nice and crumbly. There we go, easy as that. And now I need to go clean my hands. Now you're gonna line an 8-inch tin with baking paper. You may have seen my tin lining hack in my recent brownie video. If you haven't seen that video, you can go watch that one too, but not yet, you have to watch this one first. You need 2 tins of the same size, and you're gonna pull your baking paper over the top so you have a few inches of overhang around it. Grab your other tin, just press that in, and then crease the edges around. Now you're just gonna tip your shortbread into your tin and press it down nice and firmly, then smooth it out with the back of a spoon to make sure it's really nice and smooth and flat. Now you're just gonna bake this in the oven for about 15 minutes. It should be dry on top, but it should still be nice and light in color. You don't wanna overbake, otherwise it'll become hard and crumbly, and we're trying to make ours better than Twix, okay? I'll be back. So this is exactly what it should look like. It should be slightly darker and golden around the edges, but still light in color in the middle. Now I'm just gonna let it cool for about an hour and we'll move on to the caramel. So this is a really easy caramel. Just set a saucepan over a low to medium heat. Then you're gonna add condensed milk, light brown sugar, salted butter or unsalted, totally up to you, golden syrup or light corn syrup, and some extra salt for extra flavor, because I think caramel just tastes so much better when it's salty, but it's totally up to you. You don't have to add the salt. So you're just gonna stir these together until the sugar has dissolved and the butter is melted and everything's nice and combined. Now turn up the heat slightly and you're gonna continue stirring until the mixture thickens and starts to bubble slightly. Make sure you don't stop stirring, otherwise it can catch and you can get like burnt bits in your caramel, and we just don't want that. And if you stop stirring, then Santa's not gonna come see you at Christmas this year. Just saying. Okay, that is bubbling and it's nice and thick now. So I'm gonna take it off the heat and we'll test to see if it's ready. So to test the caramel, fill a glass with very cold water and then grab a tiny little teaspoon of your caramel and you're just gonna drop that into your glass. If it forms a soft ball like that just did, then it's ready. There you go. You can even pick it up in your fingers. Oh, I just dropped my entire spoon of my caramel. It's like soaked, you can't even see it. It's fine, it's just very hot. Now you're just gonna pour your hot caramel onto your cooled shortbread and smooth it out. There we go, and then just set that aside for 1 to 2 hours just to cool to room temperature. Then pop it in the fridge because you want it to be nice and firm for when you cut it. So a few hours at least, but overnight is preferred. I've got the big knife for this bit. So I'm gonna cut them into Twix shapes. So I'm gonna go across the middle and then down into bars. Okay, so onto the chocolate, and I'm actually gonna temper the chocolate so it sets hard around the bars. I have 3/4 of my chocolate in this bowl and 1/4 in this bowl. I'm gonna microwave this one in about 20-second bursts in the microwave, stirring in between until it's melted, and then we'll add this one in. So now I'm gonna pour in the rest of the chocolate, and this is actually gonna cool the chocolate down. I'm just gonna stir that continuously until it's melted, and then I'll test it with a thermometer. It should be between 31 to 32 degrees. 31.6, that is perfect. Okay, it's time. I'm gonna coat the bars in the chocolate, drip off any excess, and then just place them back on the baking paper. Okay, so as you can see, the ones at the front have pretty much already set, the ones that I did first, but I'm gonna pop them all in the fridge for a few minutes just to help them fully firm up, and we'll do the rest of them. Here it is in all its glory, and here is our regular Twix. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, Let's cut it up. This looks so good. It's so thick and like the ratios are perfect. I'm so excited to try this. Yum. The shortbread is so buttery and the caramel is really salty and gooey and the chocolate just tastes amazing. Like everything together just tastes so good. I feel like I'm actually salivating. I can't control myself right now. Okay guys, that is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna go finish my Twix bar and Bernie can have the little one. Let me know what you want me to make next and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.